Demoosh! That sound is actually really funny. There you go, opponent. There you go. My fair citizens, Sodium City, we have Boros Relic. Cool. So, now that we've established what the relic is, we're going to utilize Panharmonicon, which is actually a very cool card. It's kind of janky. It's a little bit more limiting than I want it to be. I wish it applied to enchantments, but unfortunately. So basically what it is, before we get into it, Panharmonicon, 4 mana, artifact. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Now this is if an artifact or creature entering the battlefield. This does not include, or this includes the opponent's permanents as well. So if an opponent plays an artifact or a creature that triggers a permanent you control to do something, it will trigger an additional time. So that's actually really cool. So we're gonna have this off to the side here. We're just gonna have that around, right? And then one of the other cards that we're gonna play super early on, which is one of the reasons it's really, really funny against aggro, is we're gonna run Authority of the Consuls. Now this is just almost a must-have at this point in Historic. Creatures your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you gain 1 life. So we have Authority of Consuls out, and then we have Panharmonicon out. Now, if opponent plays a creature, it comes into play tapped, we gain a life, but then Panharmonicon triggers an additional time. Remember, it triggers an additional time. So we're gonna get 2 life. So this is actually going to change to 2 life instead of just 1 life. Although, depending on how many you have, so if you have more than 1 Panharmonicon, which is definitely possible, you could have 2, 3, or even 4. That means when something comes out, we're gonna gain 5 life. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're gonna get 5 life. Now, if you have an additional Authority of Consuls, then it gets a little bit stupid. This is gonna trigger every single time. So it's gonna be 5 on every single one. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Every time they play a creature, you get 20 life, right? Which is kind of obscene. So this equals 20 per creature, which is a little ridiculous, right? 20 life per creature. Very, very cool. Fun stuff. Other part that we're going to use the Panharmonicon on mainly is going to be the Skyclave Relic for our ramp. So Skyclave Relic, when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, create 2 tap tokens that are copies of Skyclave Relic, and then it's just tap, add color, or add mana of any color. So anytime we kick this, you're gonna create 2 tokens, right? You know what else should be kicked when you have Panharmonicon out? That like button, maybe hit that subscribe button, the bell notification. Videos come out 7 days a week, and it's Panharmonicon. It's going to do it an additional time. So then we're going to create 4 tokens. If we have 2 of them out, it's going to create 6, 8, 10. We're going to get a lot of mana. Now, what are we going to do with all that mana? Not a whole lot. We don't have a ton of things to do, except for a lot of things. That makes sense. So Skyclave Relic is going to be, it's not going to make sense until later. So Skyclave Relic is just going to be ramp. We can kind of put that aside for later. But what we're going to sink all of our mana into is going to be Haphazard Bombardment, because land destruction. So when it enters the battlefield, so it's going to come from your hand, it's going to whoop. You choose 4 non-enchantment permanents. Very important. Non-enchantment permanents. Now this applies to creatures as well. So if it's an enchantment creature, you cannot choose it. So keep that in mind. You don't control. Put an aim counter on them. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 2 or more permanents you don't control that have aim counters on them, destroy one of those permanents at random. So this is kind of cool. So if you have like, if they have 1, 2, 3, 4 permanents, you know, you're going to throw in whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So at the end of your turn, one of these are going to get blown up. So when you put it down, the end of that turn, one of them goes kablooey. The end of your next turn, another one goes kablooey. The end of the turn after that, that one goes kablooey. The end of the turn after that, nothing happens because there's not 2 or more permanents with an aim counter on them, right? So you have to have at least 2 or more. Now, if one of these has indestructible, so like if this one has indestructible, then it will never choose this permanent. It will only blow up these 3. So if you have like 3 targets that you need to hit, like say they have a Skyclave Relic out, you can choose one of their Skyclave Relics, or even if they kicked it and they have 3 and you have to hit like a Planeswalker or something, you put aim counters on the 3 relics that can't be blown up, and then you put another aim counter on the Planeswalker, and it won't even try to blow up one of the indestructible ones. It will only go for the one that is a legal target. So that is also something to keep in mind. You can do some cool shit with that. Just something to keep in mind. But again, those are always super cool things to do. Bombardment. Again, when you get late into the game, like I said, later on in the game, we're going to do that. Late into the game, people are going to have a ton of lands, and it's not really going to mean much. So then we have Lithoform Engine. Lithoform Engine, also a very good card. 4-mana artifact. You can pay 2 colorless, tap it to copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copied ability. Now this is cool on a couple levels. So Haphazard Bombardment. When it comes into play, choose 4 permanents. Lithoform Engine, you can pay 2 tap to distribute 8 instead of just 4. Then at the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more permanents you don't control have aim counters on them, destroy one at random. You can pay 2, tap it to blow up 2 permanents instead of just 1. Obviously, it's situational. And then the other one that we'll mainly use, especially late game, is the 4. So 4 tap, copy target permanent spell you control. So we're going to play Haphazard Bombardment, and then we're going to pay an additional 4, and then play 2 Haphazard Bombardments, essentially. So we're going to distribute 8 counters, and then we're going to blow 2 permanents up every single turn. The next turn, again, we can pay 2 to tap it and blow up 2 permanents. Lithoform Engine, still very good. It has other places here. We do have the ability to use the other one, which is the 3 tap, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets. Star of Extinction, it's another great land destruction spell. We're going to do Waboof, and it destroy target land, deals 20 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Since we're not running creatures or planeswalkers, it doesn't matter. It's just an obliterate the battlefield type of thing. So it's super cool, and then we can copy it. So it ends up being 10 mana, which is kind of rough. But we do run Immortal Sun as well, which makes all of our spells 1 colorless cheaper. And then it shuts down all of their planeswalker abilities on top of that. The other thing that we will want to copy is going to be Emeria's Call, which is both a land and a spell, depending on what you want to do. You can create 2 4/4 white angel warrior creature tokens with flying, and then non-angel creature tokens you control gain indestructible until end of turn. So we're going to cast this again for 7, and then we copy it, making 4 angels. Just very good. Later on in the game, especially after you Haphazard Bombardment, you've blown up all their permanents and lands, Star of Extinction, and all their stuff is gone. And just bringing out a bunch of 4/4s can be very powerful. Or if they're running aggro, you're gaining so much life at this point. You have like 200 HP. They have like no lands. You're ramping out 4/4s. It's a little obscene at that point. And then, of course, we have Castle of Ardenvale, which is just a land where you can pay 4, tap it, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Again, if we have white creature tokens out, and then we cast Emeria's Call, all those tokens get indestructible until end of turn. Until your next turn, sorry. So that's also fantastic. And then, of course, again, we have Immortal Sun, which gives all of our creatures +1/+1. So all these become 5/5 angels or 2/2 soldiers. And that's essentially how we win the game. Most of the time people surrender before it gets to that point, but that is the main win condition. And of course, again, later on in the game, when we just have a ridiculous amount of mana, we can pay 2 to copy the triggered ability of this to make 2 creatures instead of just 1. So it's one of those things that it just does. Overall, Boros Relic, it did really well. I enjoyed it. It was fun to mess around with. We were running the owl that actually allows you to look at the top. I think it was like 3 or 4 cards, maybe it was 6, I don't know. You get to put an enchantment or artifact from them, put it in your hand. That was really good with Panharmonicon. I feel like we're not doing enough with Panharmonicon in this deck. I thought about going down to 2 of them, maybe adding another Lithoform Engine and another Star of Extinction, because right now we're only running 2 engines and 2 Star of Extinctions. Panharmonicon is great, but it really only does anything for Authority of the Consuls and the Skyclave Relic. So I don't think it's necessary to have 4. I actually think it's probably overkill. We probably don't need to run any, or we need to add in something that actually benefits more from that. And that's why we were running the owl initially. So, but since that changed, it's hard to say what exactly we want to do with it. But regardless, it was great. It was great. Recommended. Went. I think it was like 11 and 10. So it wasn't fantastic, but it was better than I expected. If you want to mess around with goblins, this is definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, what was your favorite comeback MTG story? Maybe from a game that you never thought you were going to win, but somehow you squeaked it out. Here are your answers. And if you want your comments featured in these videos, make sure to answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week. Don't forget to feed those salt cubes and enjoy the games. Five of the top 8 decks? Maybe. I have no idea what the top decks were. I have no idea. Who won? I forgot even who won. Did Autumn win? I think someone said Autumn won. Again. Goblins. Damn. What a shame. Goblins with turn 1 authority. Is it even worth playing? Top 8 historic decks were Goblins, Blue-White Control, and 6 Uro decks. That was historic, right? I think I just prevent them from getting Muxus, even though I don't care too much about Muxus right now, because I have Wrath of God. I still don't think I still don't think I want it right now. I think it's still not good. Oh, I didn't even read Historic. Dude, I'm so fucking out of it right now. Like, I'm fucking dead from the last few days. I've just been getting destroyed. Especially yesterday. I mean, yesterday's 12-hour stream was just like rough. Rawr. Okay. We have 2 more Wraths. I don't want to be as liberal with these. So I think I can let them do whatever they want to do for a few turns. They're down to 3 cards. We're down to... Okay, cool. So maybe I don't let them do whatever they want to do. Cool. Pretty good. I thought about letting them do whatever they wanted to do, but I don't think I can anymore. Do they have land and another Muxus? Huh? Spells you cast to the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's chosen type, you may reveal it and put it in your hand. Cool. Fortunately, I don't even get to kick that. I'd like to get a Mazemind Tome. That would be nice. So they actually do get to Muxus now, right? Yeah, because it's only 5 mana. Do they? That's the question. Yes, yes they do. Can we take an attack? Take 16 minimum. Probably should have bombardment there. I think. $16 minimum, and that's if they don't play Goblin. If they play Goblin, I get... Oh. Wait, theirs? Cardboard Live's not working? I didn't even think about that. What's up, Hernan? How you doing? It's actually kind of funny. I didn't even think about that. Is this like the Goblin deck from the historic tournament? Does hit twice. I like it. That's actually really funny. It's like having a 4 mana authority. Now I'm just gonna put down the other one. Fuck Bombardment, you know? Right now, just fuck it. We'll get it later, Don't even worry about it. Doge Wow, welcome to Sodium City. Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. If you have 2 authority, you'll get 4. Yeah, I mean, we'll get quite a lot. It's gonna take you a while to kill me with that 1/1. It's gonna take you a while to kill me with that 1/1. Yes, play a Muxus. Think they have a Banefire? We're gonna go ahead and do this a lot. Let's finally get some mana, shall we? Oh, that's nice. I mean, they're gonna kill my owl, obviously. But if they play a goblin, we're gonna get a little bit of life-seas. A little bit of life-sea poos. My poor owl. Don't you kill my owl, you son of a bitch. Don't you do it. Don't you touch it?
No touchy. No touch.
All right. Was it worth the snoop? I will take 8 life for 1 goblin, yes. I'm gonna need a Wrath, though, or else I'm going to die. Yeah, I'm still gonna die if I don't get a Wrath. Maybe. Maybe kinda sorta. What's up, Wrong Note? How you doing? Yeah, I think I need to kick my relic next turn. I really want to put down my Mazemind Tome and start... I guess I don't need the life. Yes. Make a bunch of goblins with your Cranko, please. Decks are always so interesting. I don't even know what's going on right now. I know we have manas. I know we now officially have some manas. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Cool, so we could play both bombardments and our tome. So I'm gonna have to kill those goblins. I have to kill that Krenko somehow. Draw from tome. Yeah, you're probably right. We only have 2 more Wraths. And 2 more Angers. That's gonna be a lot of life. All right, we're up to 90. We had 69 life for a second. It's mildly comical. Imagine Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah, I mean, they almost kill me next turn. Angel of Destiny? Yeah. Why did he bother doing his own creature? I don't know. I don't ask questions. Thinking. Okay. What was our win condition? The owl? Is the owl our win condition? I think I forgot to put in a win condition, Chad. I found our win condition. I found a win condition. I found a win condition. I found a win condition. Maybe Castle, yeah. Do you have a third Shatter Skull? Do. It's a nice top deck. No, what did I know? I thought maybe I possibly could have done something better there, but I was like, I think that was fine. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I thought about doing like Panharmonicon, Arcanist, or Lithoform Engine, but I think I'm going to Panharmonicon, Lithoform Engine, Arcanist out, and then copy the Arcanist out with Lithoform Engine and just draw like my entire deck. They can still play Muxus. Sure if there's any. We have 2 Haphazard Bombardments. That sound is really cool. I like the sound. Yeah, it's artifacts or enchantments. So, there's a couple things we could do. Yeah, Gatling gun life gain. Do need that Wrath, though. Which we cannot get. Three. So that's 6. I don't have enough for that. Okay. Be the greed. I am the greed. Got the Cranko, which I think is safe. A single Banefire. No attack. I think I need to... I think I might die if I let their attack go through. You know what I mean? Yeah. Goblins are scary, man. They could do a lot of damage. Lots of damage. Yeah. What's up, Preppy? Yeah, shouts to Preppy. Demoosh! That sound is actually really funny. There you go, opponent. There you go. You're gonna die eventually. It's just a matter of time. Once I feel safe enough to attack. Yeah. It is a word. Till you're on the draw against auras, yeah. Or this deck. This deck we could possibly have issues against. There's a lot of decks I think we have issues against. I have no idea what that means, Evandro. I don't really want to take any more damage, so if you could just go away, that would be cool. Luckily, all of their shit comes into play tapped. Or this could be a potential issue. They have exactly 4 creatures. I think I'm actually gonna kick this. I believe getting as much land onto the battlefield is probably more important. Watching that match was like dying slow from cancer. Hey, at least it was fun, right? Do I have to sacrifice a creature? No. Oh, you have to have 6 or more creatures. To have 6 or more creatures. I see. I see. Let's just cut down your mana a little bit, shall we? Shall we? Take those. I thought you were the one that was supposed to have big creature boys. Oops. Okay. Well. And we had 2 Star of Extinctions, 2 Emeria's Calls, 2 more Angers, 2 more Wraths. We had 8 cards to get us out of that. We just didn't get them. think I might go down to 2 Valakuts. Both teams tried their hardest? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, everything... Get their red source. We like it. Throw down our Immortal Sun. They're running Karn's Bastion, so I don't like that. Also don't like the fact that they negated that. What's up, rats? What's up, Ryzen? I do hate to see it. Do hate to see it. Shoutouts to rats. Are there really 6 other rats relics? No idea. But I do know, fuck you. Finale glory. Yes, I mean, there are things that I can do. I just don't know what to take out. You know what I mean? Rats. Oh, is that even the same rats? Or is he just showing up randomly before a raid? Fucking the Pickle Squad. What's up, Salty Picks? No, I like the Exile one. I'm not doing the Cycle one. Dude, thank you so much, rats. How was your stream? Yeah, just popped in before the raid. Thank you. Well, welcome everybody coming in from Rats' stream. My name is Striderstone. I'm the mayor of Sodium City. I do a lot of land destruction and pissing people off, so if you would like to see that, then this is the place for you. Oh, beautiful. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will show you why next turn. Well, yes, thank you so much. Ryzen, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to Sodium City, everybody. I do stream 5 days a week. And... oh, opponent, you're gonna be so sad when I take you back down to 1 land, aren't you? And I do YouTube 7 days a week, yeah. Yep. Yep. That is a sad butt plug. How do you like the negate now, you fuck? Counterspelling fuck. I think I missed all the spammy pickles. I think I missed some shit. Counter spells depend on the deck you're playing. Flash straight up aids. Yeah, I agree. Hate Flash. Another Simic Flash deck. No! Although it could be... Oh no. Might be the other thing. Neoform. No. No idea what it is. I don't want that doing anything. And next turn I want a bombardment if I top deck a land. Yes. Come on, just play a 5-mana enchantment. They did not. No, it's just whenever you draw a card, period. It's kind of cool. Land! Snakes. Counter spells are fine in moderation. They sort of have to exist. Yeah, of course. I fucking hate them. I don't necessarily think they shouldn't exist. But it's like, because everyone has the deck or archetype that they absolutely fucking hate, right? It just so happens that flash decks are the ones where I hope the people that play them need to die in a video game, and I hope their kids never learn to read. That's all. That's all. Is that too much to ask? Reasonable? That's what I said. And that the deck people tend to hate. People hate goblins and other like super fast aggro, but for me it's like I honestly don't. It's not that I don't mind it because I hate it. I just don't. Why did I even target that? I don't know why I targeted that. I didn't mean to target that. Like, I don't like it, but it's like kind of a whatever thing for me. It doesn't super bother me. I mostly hate the decks that lost 10 turns ago, but I'm still playing for the 1%. Goblins, it's like I lost cool next game. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like you lose in 3 turns. I don't want to say every day, but there's a lot of things I don't know how they work when they, especially when a new set comes out or an old set comes out. I just don't understand it. Now that we have an anger, we're gonna have to double red. But if I find a consul, definitely have to fucking kill that thing. Light up the stage! Yeah! Let's light it up! I have to skewer the critics. His real voice? Yeah. All right, turn 2, 10 damage. Cool. Go away. A console off the top would be really good. All right. Or three, four, five, six. I want to play my Immortal Sun next turn, so I'm just gonna scry. Maybe I bombardment. Maybe I bombardment. Maybe I bombardment. It's a good one. Yeah, cut down even though all their stuff is cheap, it's still good. Because if they get a light up the stage or something, or a, I don't know, whatever the fuck they have. Mining is a keyword ability. Oh. Okay, Underworld Breach. A mono red burn Underworld Breach deck. Who saw that coming? Anybody? Underworld Breach? Burn? Who won the bet? I saw it coming. Pre-mana deal 2. Super value, yeah. Scoop ski potatoes. It's actually a nice twist. Yeah, I kind of liked it. I did kind of like it. All right. Sure, we take them. We take seconds. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Gladly. Surrender? That's rough. I know, I'm sorry. That sucks, opponent. I know. 3 consoles. Hey! It's a cool card. Okay, we're getting lands. They might be sad once we start blowing up their lands. Oh, these Panharmonicons. Oh my god. Copy one? I'm copying both of them. 100% copying both of them. What's up, mate? Have an amazing draw deck idea, but you don't know if it works. Actually, I'm gonna copy my Mazemind Tome. So I can draw more cards. Yeah, the Panharmonicons do literally nothing right now for us. We have nothing that uses it. Right? Outside of the authority, nothing uses it. We shouldn't have 4, I don't think. Oh, well, I guess the relics. Yeah, the relics. I mean, that's why I have relic in here. That's a lot of life. Yep. Take that. Yeah. I have 2 goats now. Thank you for the goats. Thank you for the goats. Copy your expansion forever. Bah. think we can go down to 2 Panharmonicons, to be honest. Sure. There's the infinite loop with Rao when you copy the copy. Because you just keep copying the copy, and you do 1 damage every time. Believe in me? Thank you. Kind of pissed off. Kind of pissed off now.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Murdering an angel is now a heartless act. Pissed off at me? Yeah. Yep. We are very healthy. We're gonna have so much mana. Do Panharmonicon, Bridge Troll, and give opponent a bunch of creatures. Yeah. And then put down the worm. Good. I'm gonna kill them with their own goats. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, nice. It's kind of cool. The Wombo combo. We're definitely killing him with the zone goats. We have 6 Demouge. Smacking him with the goat shoes. I've never killed anybody with Clackbridge Troll goats before. We're adding it. We're adding it to the old win column. The old things I've never done column. Yo, what up, YouTube? Yeah, we going here, Strider. Come on. You didn't really think that I was that type of person, did you? Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you were even a little bit entertained by this video, please make sure to let me know down below. And if you have anything that you would like to see next, go ahead and leave that there too. And make sure to check out my live stream 5 days a week, every day except Sunday and Thursday. Stream times down below.